So, you're finally going to tell us, huh, Professor?
I led you all to believe that I was suffering from a chronic heart disease. But now that my preparations are complete, I will reveal the true nature of my illness.
Dr. Rousseau is on the team too?
Yeah, but he won't be operating.
What I am asking you all to do is treat an unknown disease. Yes, I'm asking you to face the unknown.
An unknown disease?
By certain means, I received a mouse with an unprecedented illness. It was a pathogen born as a result of gene-related medical research. I isolated it, analyzed it, and became deeply interested in it, despite my initial fears. It was such a unique disease.
Curiosity, man's greatest weakness.
Dr. Vaughn?
Never mind.
As a member of the medical community, I immediately realized the importance of this discovery, and so I began researching the disease. But before I could complete my research, I myself became infected. Its communicability between animals and humans was quite a surprise.
It's a tragedy for us all, Professor.
What was the means of transmission?
It's too late to ascertain now, but it must have occurred while I was researching it. I may have accidentally pricked myself with a needle. My hands aren't as steady as they once were. I don't believe it is highly communicable, but we should still be careful. One thing is for certain, it's not an airborne disease.
And what about your condition? You seem to be rather stable right now, Professor.
I do have some data which I collected during my experiments. It's dormant at the moment, but it becomes active when the carrier experiences stress. Its invasiveness is quite strong, and it's at least as serious, if not worse, than an acute virus or a parasite invasion.
So this operation must be performed right away.
That's why you selected us.
Yes, it is a new disease, so as you may suspect, no medication or vaccine is available yet. Extraction is the only viable option.
Dr. Vaughn, this is a serious responsibility.
Indeed. This disease manifests itself in mysterious ways. I've tentatively named it stigma. We will refer to it by this name for now. But please keep this information confidential. I will also grant you access to my research data, but you are only permitted to read through it.
Infected accidentally? That can't be. That's not its nature. The professor's hiding something.
Foregoing your meditation today? Don't allow this disease to trouble you. Just accept that it's beyond your comprehension.
Should someone with your condition be up at this hour?
I have one more favor to ask of you. That's why I'm here.
I'll save your life. What more do you want?
If for some reason the operation is a failure, then I want you to destroy all my research concerning stigma.
What?
This is to be my research, and mine alone, whether or not the operation is successful. You should have no objections to this, after all. Wasn't it your wish 3 years ago that it all disappear? Well then, I bid you good luck.
I've taken a look at the data, but I don't know what to say.
That makes two of us.
The pathogen's mobility is simply unbelievable. Who knows what kind of damage it's capable of? Based on the data, it's unlikely that medication will be effective, so our only option is to...
Burn it with the laser. That's the only way.
Has there been any change in the professor's condition?
He's still stable. He should have enough strength to endure the operation.
If the professor's data is accurate, then this research will make medical history. Mistakes cannot be made. I presume you understand that.
Relax. We've got it under control. He's right. This is an important procedure. We can't afford to fail.
ready to begin the procedure. Based on what we know, we expect that stigma will become active once we open up the professor. Please be extremely careful. Lacerations? But we didn't see any on the CAT scan.
Are you suggesting that the pathogen did this within the last few moments?
We need to suture the wounds immediately and try to prevent any further damage.
Well done, Doctor. But please keep an eye out for the pathogen. There it is.
My God.
All right, let's do this. Get the laser ready.
It's working. Keep using the laser.
It's tearing up his inside.
You did it! Stigma's gone.
Marvelous. The professor will be...
Wait, he's not stabilizing. We better take another look.
Stigma again. But how? It's still active. Keep using the laser. You may... His vitals are dropping. You have to suture the wounds or they'll hemorrhage. Vitals have dropped? One down, one to go. Again? They fused together?
Well, it can't have changed that much. The laser should still work.
Hurry up and suture those lacerations before it causes more damage. The laser seems to be working. Is that it? His vitals are stabilizing. He's gonna be all right. Let's close him up.
That was truly a menacing organism. I must begin analyzing the data immediately.
Congratulations, you did it!
It was my responsibility.
Is something wrong, Marcus?
No, nothing. I should just be thankful that it went well.
I'm glad his body withstood the operation. Still, that was a daunting procedure.
I can't believe that such a disease exists. And that we were able to treat it.
I hope this is the last we see of it, though.
I must say, this stigma is certainly an intriguing disease. Doctors around the world will be astounded.
Oh, he's awake.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yes. I'm fully conscious.
The operation was a success. All the pathogens were removed, and your heart is functioning normally.
It was a complicated procedure, but we were able to complete it. Being operated on while you still had your strength should speed your recovery.
Well, Professor, congratulations on the success of your operation.
Thank you.
That stigma is quite a remarkable disease. I never imagined such an insidious pathogen could exist. It amazes me each time I watch the recording of the operation.
Recording? Rousseau, I thought I made myself clear. I only gave you permission to read through the existing data.
Yes, that's true, but I thought perhaps...
My orders are absolute. Or are you scheming to steal my research?
Don't be silly, Professor. I'm completely loyal to...
I want everything in this room. That includes any recordings and extracted organisms. I won't have them where I...
Professor, please. You must stay calm.
Dr. Rousseau, can't whatever you have to discuss with Professor Wilkins wait until later?
Yes, well then, please excuse me, Professor.
Please. I'd like to be alone for a while. Don't worry. I won't overexert myself.
Then we'll return later to explain your status.
Yes. Thank you.
We don't have a sample or any data. So how do you intend to study stigma, Marcus?
Are you just going to pretend it doesn't exist?
No self-respecting doctor would admit the existence of such a thing, outside of a sci-fi movie.
That's only because they lack the knowledge.
Oh, really?
Do you recall the incident that occurred 10 years ago? A deadly man-made infectious disease spread throughout the world. It was known as guilt.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. Is there a connection between guilt and stigma?
Most likely not. The professor has already tested that vaccine on it. It had absolutely no effect.
I guess I can see why Rousseau's so intrigued by it. If he was the one to announce it to the world, he'd become the most renowned doctor in medical history.
Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Blaylock, 2 patients have been added to each of your schedules.
Aren't these Rousseau's patients?
Yes, but he's very busy.
Looks like I better get used to being sleep-deprived.
It seems Professor Wilkins is on the road to wellness.
But how long will it take for him to fully recover?
The professor's a lot tougher than he looks, you know.
Dr. Rousseau must be hoping he resigns, or at least relinquishes some of his authority.
I heard another hospital has been courting him as well. He's had a lot of visitors lately.
Perhaps he's going to take up a position as a lecturer somewhere. I envy him.
He's the talk of the entire hospital.
Oh, but he's not the only one.
Meaning what exactly?
I've heard from more than one source that someone will be paying you two a visit soon as well. Maybe Professor to-be Russo will let you know about it.
That's not really my idea of a promotion.
Well, I'm calling it quits for today. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as stressful.
What about the professor's charts?
He's been updating them himself. It is top secret, after all. Speak of the devil. He's paging us. I wonder what he wants.
He didn't mention anything to me. Is that the fire alarm?
Something must have happened. We better go check on the professor. Oh no!
Help! That man's on fire! We have to help him!
Be careful, Marcus!
Drop to the floor! Hurry! Valerie, isn't there a fire extinguisher around?
Doctor, stand aside!
Quick thinking, Elena.
Someone. Professor Wilkinson. Stigma.
Russo! Is that you?
And then set fire.
Hang in there. We're going to get you some help.
He's been badly burned. His life is in danger.
I'll get something to transport him with.
Thank you, Elena. Get the OR ready, too.
The patient is suffering from burns all over his body, concentrated on the left side. Some of them are third-degree burns, I'm afraid. The burned area covers over 20% of his body. He's in extremely critical condition. We'll have to use skin grafts. I suggest that we transplant skin from the right half of his body, which has fewer burns.
If we can't use synthetic skin, then that's our only option.
If we inject culture fluids, we'll be able to avoid further damage.
Since we'll be working on third-degree burns, I've prepared some coolants as well. I've said this already, but he's in critical condition. Please, we have to hurry.
Right, let's get started. These burns are pretty severe. We'll have to remove skin from elsewhere before we can begin treating the burns.
All right, I'll get the culture fluid ready for you. You'll have to inject it into the right side of his body, where the skin isn't burned. The culture is taking effect.
Vitals
Please
have dropped.
use the scalp.
Once we're ready to transfer the donor skin, we'll do so using the forceps.
He'll most likely need several grafts, so we should collect enough tissue before starting. Let's look for other unburnt areas and follow the same procedure.
The most severe burns have already turned black. We'll need to excise this necrotic tissue.
Are you prepared to begin debridement? I'll get the coolant ready. Please inject it directly now. Please try to place the donor skin before the wound hemorrhages again. The coolant seems to be working. The affected area is bleeding heavily. You can place the excised tissue. The area's been debrided, so you can proceed to drain the blood. It looks like this area is going to need more than one piece of tissue. You have to inject the culture fluid into a part that hasn't been burned. Drain the blood first. Then, prepare another piece of tissue for grafting.
Vitals have dropped?
You can't keep moving a piece of donor skin around. You'll have to get another piece. We've covered the burned area with skin grafts. Now, apply some We're done with this area. Let's go on to another burn.
These burns are pretty severe. Skin grafts are the only option. We'll have to remove skin from elsewhere.
All right, you... The culture is taking effect. Please use the
Vitals have
scalpel.
dropped? Once we're ready to transfer the donor skin,
You'll most like... Let's...
The most severe burns, we'll need to
Are you prepared to please inject it directly into the blackened tissue? The coolant seems to be working. Now, use the scalpel. You can place the excised tissue on the tray. The area's been debrided, so you can The affected area is bleeding heavily. Hurry up and drain it. Now, please try to place the donor skin before the wound hemorrhages again. You have to inject the culture fluid into a part that hasn't been burned. Looks like this area is going to need more than one piece of tissue. We've done with this area. Let's go on to another burn. blood first. Then, prepare another piece of tissue for grafting.
We're halfway through. Keep it up. There's not much time.
These burns are pretty... We'll have to...
Vitals have dropped?
He's burned.
Vitals have dropped? Vitals have dropped? Vitals have dropped? Vitals have dropped?
These burns are pretty severe.
Vitals have dropped?
These burns are pretty severe. Skin grafts are...
Vitals have dropped? much time.
We completed the treatment. Great work, team.
The professor's office is nothing but ashes. Fortunately, no one seems to have been inside. But the professor's whereabouts are unknown, and we have reason to believe the data was stolen. According to what Russo said, the professor seems to have been kidnapped. What did the detectives ask you?
Same things they asked you. What did I see when I arrived at the scene? Did I notice anything suspicious? You know, the usual. Oh, they also asked about the professor's condition. I didn't say anything about stigma, for now. They wouldn't understand anyway.
I can't believe he was kidnapped. What's their motive? They obviously want more than just a ransom.
What's gonna happen to this hospital? What about us? The media's gonna be all over this incident. We won't have time to examine our patients.
Dr. Blaylock, Dr. Vaughn, there's someone here to see you.
If it's another investigator, then forget it.
Actually, it's the director of Caduceus.
What?
Long time no see. Regarding what happened the other day, you have my sympathy.
Thanks.
How can we help you?
It's a little complicated, so I'll get right to the point. After seeing the two of you in action, I negotiated with the hospital to have you both transferred to our staff.
You're recruiting us?
That was the plan, but circumstances have changed.
So what does that mean?
Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Blaylock, by the authority of the federal government, I hereby order your immediate transfer to Caduceus.
The authority of the federal government?
The decision was made based on the research we believe Professor Wilkins was performing. As skilled doctors and colleagues of the professor, we require your expertise in the U.S. branch of Caduceus. We'll do our best to accommodate any staff member requests you may have.
I can't believe it. We're going to Caduceus.
Maryland, on the Atlantic coast of the United States of America, in a location close to the nation's capital, lies the U.S. branch of Caduceus, the international organization that treats and researches new diseases. Caduceus USA falls under the jurisdiction of Health and Human Services, yet they have their own authority to execute private missions. They are dedicated to the treatment of intractable diseases and the prevention of infectious illnesses.
Marcus Vaughn, age 34, surgeon, place of birth, California. Valerie Blaylock, age 28, surgeon, place of birth, North Carolina. Elena Salazar, age 20, nurse, place of birth, California. You three will be assigned to the newly created Special Disease Counteraction Team. Now, sign here, and on the written oath and the waiver form. Why the sour face, Dr. Vaughn?
You're forming a new team? What, is this an anti-stigma measure?
You mean is it a result of Professor Wilkins' procedure? Well, we've had this planned for a long time, though the discovery of stigma did hasten its establishment. At least things will be easier on you, since it's such a small team.
Thanks for your concern. But if we'll be dealing with mainly new diseases, then we'll be performing fewer operations. I hope that won't affect my salary.
Leave it to you to think of that, Marcus.
No need to worry. We'll be referring plenty of patients to you. Special cases which may require the healing touch.
Well, that's good to hear.
Your job description won't change much either, Elena. Your priority will be to assist Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock with the operations assigned to them.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best, just as I did at Concordia.
Then, the first thing I'd like you to do is become familiar with Caduceus, and provide us with whatever information you have on stigma.
Regarding that matter, we've only encountered stigma in one operation. There's really not much for us to disclose, especially since Professor Wilkins kept a tight lid on all the data.
That's all right. Just tell us whatever you know. You may be surprised at how much you recall. Extraordinary events leave deep imprints on our memory.
I hope we'll be able to live up to your high expectations. I was wondering, are we going to be questioned about the disappearance of the professor?
That won't be necessary. This is a hospital, not a police department.
Well, we don't know where the professor was taken. They haven't even demanded a ransom.
I still feel uneasy about all this, but we'll do what we can.
Okay, let me show you around. I hope we can cover everything before my guest arrives. Now, this is your office.
Wow. Look at this equipment. I knew Caduceus would be amazing, but this is too much.
Your responsibilities won't be much different than they were in the past. Even though you're now members of Caduceus, you're still first and foremost doctors. We dedicate ourselves to research here, but at the same time, we see regular patients. A major part of your duties will be to keep your skills sharp.
Well, it can't be any worse than Concordia. I mean, we weren't exactly welcome there.
Now, let's take a look at where you'll be performing your surgeries. There are a total of 10 ORs, each one equipped for a different type of procedure. Oh, Dr. Everett.
Director, do you know where Dr. Tsuji is?
This is Dr. Everett, our chief surgeon.
He looks like he's in pain. Is something wrong?
I've got cholelithiasis. I was going to ask Dr. Tsuji to remove the gallstones, but I can't find her anywhere. I can't take this anymore. Director, can you fragment them for me, please?
I wish I could, but I'm expecting a visitor shortly.
But I can't stand the pain any longer. Are these the new doctors you were talking about?
Yes, they are.
I don't care who does it. I just need help. I can walk you through the procedure if necessary. I'll even suture myself when it's over.
I know this is sudden, but would you mind?
Not at all. Dr. Everett, I'm...
Skip the formalities. Just prep for surgery.
Let me explain the chart. Dr. Everett has cholelithiasis and has been experiencing pain for 3 years.
3 years?
Yes. I've told him repeatedly to admit himself to the ward and have it treated. However, it seems he's far more interested in taking care of patients than himself.
Typical doctor, neglecting his own needs.
I guess that just goes to show how passionate Dr. Everett is about his job.
When you put it that way. Oh, excuse me, please continue.
We'll use a laser to fragment the gallstone in this operation. Please extract the gallbladder as well during the procedure.
So we'll be taking care of the cause of his pain as well.
Well, I must be going. I'll leave the rest to you three.
Okay, let's get started.
We will now begin the operation. Please disinfect the incision area and open him up. First, First, we'll be fragmenting the gallstones passing through the ductal epithelium. If a gallstone passes completely through the epithelium, the patient's vitals will drop. Let's begin by using the ultrasound to locate the gallstones. There's a gallstone. Use the laser to break it up. The gallstone has been fragmented. Let's begin extracting the gallbladder as well. First, inject the sedative into the gallbladder. The patient's vitals have dropped. Please don't forget to treat the gallstones before they pass. The gallstone has split into 2 parts. Use the laser to fragment both. The sedative won't be effective unless it's injected.
We can't remove it all at once. Let's cut it into multiple segments before we take it out.
And don't forget to use the laser on the gallstones while doing so. All right then. Please begin. The cut has caused hemorrhaging. Drain the blood before continuing with the treatment. You need to pay attention to the gallstones while you're working on the gallbladder. The blood has been drained. The second segment has been cut off. The hemorrhaging is getting worse. Don't forget. The third segment has been cut off. Remove the last segment before it hemorrhages again.
Vitals have dropped?
Who are you people? What are you doing? We will now begin. Please disinfect the incision area and open him up. First, we'll be fragmenting.
We can't remove it all at once.
And don't forget to use the... All right then. Please begin. The cut has caused hemorrhaging. The blood has been drained. The patient's vitals have dropped. The second segment has been... Don't forget to keep fragmenting the gallstones.
Vitals have dropped?
Please continue cutting the next segment. The gallstone has split into 2 parts. You need to pay attention to the gallstones while you're working on the gallbladder. The third segment has been cut off. 1 more to go.
Not yet.
Remove the last segment before it hemorrhages again. Who are you people?
For
We will now...
Vitals have dropped?
Not yet.
people.
For Doc.
We will now begin the...
Not yet.
Vitals have dropped?
The gallstones have been eliminated, and the gallbladder has been extracted. Please close him up. Operation complete. Good job.
We just arrived, and we're already performing emergency surgeries. I can't wait to see what's next. But I guess it was a good chance to get our feet wet.
You always see the positive, Val.
Oh, you're leaving? I was glad to hear the operation went well. Of course, I'd expect nothing less.
We always do our best.
I hear that often, but for some reason, this time I believe it. Tomorrow, we'll meet to discuss stigma. I'm counting on you both.
Like she said, we always do our best.
Wow, you assisted in an operation on your first day here? You must be good.
No, it's the doctors who are good. I'm just fortunate to be working with them.
Sounds like you work well with them. In my case, it depends on who I'm assisting. I get along with Dr. Everett, but Dr. Tsuji, on the other hand... Oh, forget I said anything.
By the way, Ms. Newman, about the operating room's support system.
Oh, call me Leslie. Everyone else does. Now, it's our responsibility as nurses to manage the support system. It'll probably take some time, but once you get used to it, you'll be able to update an E-chart in a snap. Want to give it a try in a vacant OR?
I'd love to.
Regarding this new disease, which has tentatively been named stigma, we received a report from the National Security Council and have begun an independent investigation. Its threat level is unknown, but I can say that the pathogen possesses astonishing mobility. It was unclear whether it even existed until now. But the Wilkins case put an end to the debate.
And we are basing that assumption on the testimony of our two new doctors, yes? Oh, pardon me. I'm Kanae Tsuji, a surgeon here. It's nice to meet you both.
You're absolutely correct, Kanae. While the information provided by Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock is highly reliable, our own investigation at Concordia also validates the theory. And it's worth noting, Professor Wilkins was conducting all the research on his own, without help from other doctors.
We spent less than a month there following our transfer from Alaska. But during that time, the professor seemed somewhat paranoid about an information leak.
To be honest, I'm surprised there was a leak, no matter how small.
The NSC never tells us their source of information. I bet the military is involved in it somehow.
Let's try to make do with the information we have at hand. At this point, the research can no longer be left exclusively to Wilkins. It's now the concern of our entire organization.
What?
Prior to your transfer here, we received reports of suspicious cases from various countries. We've already discussed those cases in a previous meeting. The pathogens in question were confused with various parasites, so nothing was conclusive. If any new cases occur, they should now be reported to Caduceus International.
It's unfortunate, though, that Professor Wilkins' data was destroyed, and by an unidentified assailant at that. Am I the only one here who feels uneasy about this?
We're hoping that the professor's still alive.
From now on, if any new cases of stigma arise here in the U.S., the patients will be transferred to this facility whenever possible. Both Health and Human Services and the National Security Council have agreed to this. The operating surgeons will be Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock. Their prior experience dealing with stigma will be invaluable. I personally stand behind them, 100%. The rest of you will be invited to witness their expertise very soon.
I look forward to seeing the infamous healing touch.
That was a little unexpected. What have we gotten ourselves into, Marcus? Were you as shocked as I was by what they already knew?
Not really. A doctor considers any and all possibilities.
Well, I, for one, am surprised. I had no idea there was data on stigma, other than what the professor had collected.
Well, we've got more important things to worry about. We're leaving for the tech department tomorrow morning at 8, right?
Yes, so don't be late.
All right, then I'm gonna go home and get some sleep.
Doctor, we just received an emergency request for help.
What happened?
There was a big accident on the freeway. More than 30 people are in serious condition. The request came from the state hospital.
Now I feel right at home.
Elena, can you let them know that we'll accept the patients?
No eye response, incoherent speech, decerebrate posture, E1, V3, M2. He's under 8 on the Glasgow Coma Scale. He's in critical condition. The patient has taken considerable damage to the right half of his body, and his lungs may be at risk.
He's definitely in bad shape.
The exact locations of his injuries are difficult to determine right now. His vitals aren't stable either. Please hurry, but be careful.
There's no time to lose. Let's begin immediately.
Okay, let's get started.
Beginning the operation. The patient's condition has worsened since his arrival. Please operate quickly. Begin by treating the external wounds.
The external wounds have been treated, but I assume that it can only be worse on the inside. Let's open him up and begin treating his internal organs.
I'm confirming interior wounds and the presence of foreign debris. Let's keep an eye on his vitals and treat everything we can. This wound can't be sutured like this.
You'll need to use the forceps to hold it closed temporarily. Hold one side of the wound with a forceps. Please suture it quickly, or the wound will open again. Grasp one side of the wound with the forceps, then pull it over to the other side.
That should do it for this area. Now to move on to the others.
Use the magnification tool to change where we're looking. There should be other injuries nearby.
Drain the pools of blood the hemorrhage has formed. Use the antibiotic gel to treat it. The hemorrhage tore open and to close the wound before it hemorrhages again.
Vitals are dropping?
Vitals are stabilizing. The patient should be all right for now. All right, let's close him up. Operation complete. Excellent work.
That was the last of the patients. The 3 of you can wrap things up now.
All right. Thanks, Leslie.
That was very impressive. If you don't mind, I'd like to assist you again sometime.
It's 3 a.m.? Man, talk about a long day.
Well, this is what you wanted, right? To continue seeing patients.
Yeah, I guess that's the life of a doctor, no matter where you are. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Hey, don't worry. If we can survive in Alaska, we can survive anywhere.